Sometimes you gotta cut a motherfucker, not the person. The poison wearing their cologne, the voice in your skull still barking orders from a war that don't know it's over. I came home with my hands still steady, but my spirit had static in the wires. Smile on my face, boots by the door, whole damn chest full of friendly fires. They said, be strong, so I got quiet, made a prison out of pride. Had a lion in my ribs and a scared kid locked inside. I ain't chasing monsters for medals, I already know their names. Some came dressed like memories, some came dressed like shame. Some came with a bottle, some came with a grin. Some sounded just like me when I let the wrong one in. Sometimes you gotta cut a motherfucker, cut the leash, cut the lie. Cut the ghost that keeps saluting every wound that passed you by. Cut the guilt, cut the grin, cut the chain under your skin. I ain't killing who I was, I'm just not letting them drive again. This ain't pretty little healing with the candle and the flute. This is coughing up the shrapnel in the Pizza Hut work boot. This is laughing in the walking when your mind starts talking slick. Like, brother, we've been dead before, but somehow missed the trick. I got humor like a field knife, not for flesh, but for the fog. I got prayers with dirty elbows, I got heaven in the dog. I got scars that tell stories I don't hand to just anybody. I got peace now, but don't confuse that with the man who lost his body. Sometimes you gotta cut a motherfucker, cut the leash, cut the lie. Cut the ghost that keeps saluting every wound that passed you by. Cut the guilt, cut the grin, cut the chain under your skin. No, I ain't killing who I was, I'm just not letting them drive again. See, that's the part they miss. The cut ain't violence, it's mercy with calluses. It's looking at the worst version of yourself and saying, thank you for getting us here. Now sit your ass down. I gave the beast a juice box, I gave the lion a nap. I gave the devil in my mirror a cigarette and a map. Said you could ride in the back, but you don't touch the wheel. We ain't running on rage no more, we're learning how to heal. So here's to every veteran with the circus in their chest, every bastard still alive who never learned how to rest, every joke that came out sideways, every prayer that smelled like smoke, every man who found his mercy when the old machine broke. I don't need to be forgiven by people selling plastic grace. I met God in the wreckage and he didn't flinch at my face. He said, son, you're not the damage, you're the one who made it through. Then handed me the scissors and said, you know what to do. Sometimes you gotta cut a motherfucker, cut the leash, cut the lie. Cut the ghost that keeps saluting every wound that passed you by. Cut the guilt, cut the grin, cut the chain under your skin. I ain't killing who I was, I'm just not letting him drive again. Sometimes you gotta cut a motherfucker, not to end a life, to get yours back. And if the old me starts knocking, tell him I moved, tell him I left the porch light on, but change the locks.